Welcome to today's news briefing. Up next, we'll take a look at the latest developments unfolding across the world's major hotspots.
Event number 1. Iran attacks a U.S. oil tanker off the coast of the UAE, increasing regional tensions. Event number 2. The U.S. KC-135 refueling plane crashed in Iraq, killing 6 soldiers. Event number 3. Political factions in Iran compete for power to succeed Supreme Leader Khamenei.
And now, for the details.
Iran has attacked a U.S.-owned oil tanker off the coast of Sharjah and the port of Fujairah in the United Arab Emirates, as the joint U.S. Israeli campaign in Iran continues into its second week. Dramatic footage shared on social media captured intense fires and massive plumes of black smoke billowing into the sky shortly after the attack. This is considered one of the most severe blows to U.S.-related maritime shipping, since Iran blockaded the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most vital oil transit chokepoints. Earlier, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, had claimed an attack on a U.S.-linked oil tanker in the region. Iranian media later suggested that this claim referred to the vessel burning fiercely off the coast of the United Arab Emirates. There has been no official confirmation yet on the status of the crew members. However, local online sources claim that at least 8 sailors were rescued by the Coast Guard and evacuated from the ship. Recent updates also indicate the oil tanker was completely burned and subsequently sank, obstructing other vessels from accessing the oil port. Furthermore, after direct attacks on the port, it is likely that no more oil tankers will be able to access the facility. Regarding the Strait of Hormuz, which was already effectively blockaded for vessels from Israel, the U.S., Europe, and their allies, the IRGC announced its closure following joint U.S. Israeli airstrikes in late February. Iran has repeatedly attacked military and energy facilities in the Middle East in retaliation for the U.S.-Israeli coalition's airstrikes on its territory. A separate report from Reuters indicated that another U.S.-owned tanker in the region was attacked by an explosive-laden drone boat while docking at Iraq's Khor al-Zubair port. The vessel, carrying approximately 53,000 metric tons of naphtha, caught fire after the explosion, forcing the crew to abandon ship. One crew member was reported killed, while the others survived. These incidents are part of a broader escalation of tensions across the Gulf region as the conflict between the United States and Iran intensifies. The United States recently launched attacks on Iranian military infrastructure, including targets on Karg Island, while Iranian officials and allied militia groups have threatened retaliation against U.S.-linked energy infrastructure and shipping lanes. The U.S. military said Friday that all 6 crew members aboard a KC-135 refueling tanker that crashed while supporting operations against Iran were killed. According to the Associated Press, U.S. Central Command, which oversees the Middle East, said Thursday's crash in western Iraq followed an unspecified incident involving 2 aircraft in friendly airspace, and that the other plane landed safely. The crash brings the total number of U.S. service members killed in Operation Epic Fury to at least 13, with 7 others killed in action. The Pentagon said earlier this week that about 140 U.S. troops have been wounded, including 8 who were seriously injured. The KC-135 fleet has been in service for over 60 years and has been involved in several fatal accidents, most recently in 2013. Adding to reliability concerns, the aircraft is not always equipped with parachutes. This is the 4th U.S. military aircraft officially confirmed to have crashed since the war against Iran began on February 28th. The cause of the crash remains unclear. U.S. Central Command said the circumstances of the crash are under investigation, but confirmed the loss was not due to enemy fire or friendly fire. The KC-135 Stratotanker is a U.S. Air Force aircraft used to refuel other planes in midair, allowing them to fly longer distances and stay operational without landing. According to military experts, the aircraft is also used to transport wounded personnel during medical evacuations or to conduct surveillance missions. A standard KC-135 flight crew consists of 3 people: the pilot, co-pilot, and boom operator. Nurses and medical technicians are added for aeromedical evacuation missions. According to Israeli media reports, following Mojtaba Khamenei's appointment as Iran's next supreme leader, influential politician Ali Larijani has emerged as a primary rival and a key obstacle to a smooth power transition in the country. The prospect of Mojtaba Khamenei's rise to leadership has caused ideological unease within Iran's clerical classes. While some of Iran's senior clerical bodies have quietly endorsed Mojtaba, the divide among the country's political and security elites is expected to deepen. Sources indicate that some senior officials fear that promoting the son of the late supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei could be seen as establishing a dynastic succession, undermining the Islamic Republic's claims to clerical authority and its long-standing revolutionary principles of governance. Consequently, two main political factions have recently formed within Iran. The first faction is centered around Mojtaba Khamenei and is backed by security organizations, including the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, also known as the IRGC. Prominent figures aligned with this group reportedly include former Interior Minister and IRGC Commander Ahmad Vahidi, as well as Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf. The second faction is centered around Ali Larijani and his brothers, who belong to one of Iran's most powerful political families, with leadership roles held by Ali Larijani and his younger brother Sadiq Larijani. Ali Larijani is a veteran politician who has held key positions, including Speaker of Parliament and head of the Islamic Republic's Supreme National Security Council. His extensive network and strong clerical credentials give him significant influence over both the executive branch and the national security apparatus. In the lead-up to the announcement of Mojtaba Khamenei's appointment as the next supreme leader, reports indicated that friction also escalated sharply between Larijani and Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf. A source close to the administration described the scenario as a deep division over both the succession process and the question of who will hold ultimate power once the leadership transition is complete. Some clerics and Iranian government insiders claim that the powerful assembly of experts has already conducted an internal vote, essentially settling the leadership issue. However, insiders say that a public announcement of the decision has been complicated by ongoing factional disputes and concerns about the regime's stability.